This story began a very long time ago and is just reaching its endgame. In the midst of history was created a network of pure, undiluted evil. Something so evil it is almost impossible for the population to comprehend it, given it doesn't experience that level of evil in its daily life, well, until now. It's a level of evil that is deleted of all empathy, that is deleted of all compassion. And if anyone says they would never do that, they are not paying attention. They are doing that, and more than that, they get off on human suffering. This is what we are dealing with. This is why current events have manifested. This global network today began much smaller and has gathered its reach and gathered its power across history, across the Babylonian Empire and the Roman Empire, and then the British and European empires, when it went global through colonization. And when those colonies were apparently given freedom, it was a sleight of hand. Left out in those countries were the same networks, but hidden. And they've gone on controlling those countries ever since. And so eventually, through what we call globalization, this global cult did go global. And this is why in the COVID era, across the world, governments, apparently in and of themselves, have been responding in precisely the same way. We can target the British government, we can target the French government, or the insanity that is Biden. But we will still be targeting the oil rags and not the engineers of this global deceit, which operate from the shadows through psychopaths like Gates, like Schwab, like Fauci, like Whitty, and like all the rest across the world, acting in exactly the same way. And so we reach a point where this global cult is going for its end game, which was always at the end of this journey. An end game which is planned to create a global human hive mind via connection to artificial intelligence, in which no longer will human perception be manipulated by the manipulation of information, but will come direct through AI. What we call human will be no more. That is their game, that is what we face, and that is why everyone alive today must put bringing this network of evil down. If people tell me that their children are more important, well, what kind of world are their children going to live in if we don't bring down this network of evil? Everything depends on us doing that. We may have thought that we came into this world to live a human life and do the things that humans do. But those here today and those in their likeness around the world, they're just beginning to understand it. They came here to bring an end to these eons of human deceit and control, manipulation and imposition. A period in which the few have always controlled the many in every historical setting and every culture. The dynamic of the few controlling the many. Now, at last, out of the shadows this evil has come and put itself on public display, where we can see them. And they entered this room with the COVID era, and they heard the door click behind them. We are not here to fail. We are here to grasp this opportunity, to bring an end to this human control and imposition of eons, and set this world free for the first time in human history. That is why we came, and that is what we will not leave without achieving. I'm not going anywhere until this is done. And what we have now is the most symbolic expression of where people are at perceptually, spiritually, in all these things. The choice of jab or no jab. The choice of whether you see and conclude from seeing what's in this shite that we should not go near it, and my God, our kids, are you having a laugh? And others who just nod in compliance and roll up their sleeve. Now that's not just a symbol of where people are at conceptually. It is a symbol to this elite of who is awake and prepared to stand up for what they see, and those who are not. There are many reasons why they are targeting us and will seek to demonize us further as the weeks and months unfold. But key to that is that they know those who say no to their bioweapon and refuse to comply with their own enslavement and demise. They are the ones, they are the only ones who are going to stand up to this and bring it down. They can see that. Those who can see are the only ones that can bring this down. And they know it, and they are targeting us crucially for that reason, because they want to rid the world of those who can see. Well, I've got bloody news for them. They are not going to get rid of us. We are just bloody starting. A great man, he's my great friend for a long time, a Zulu shaman in South Africa, sadly no longer with us, Credo Mutwa. He said to me once in his unique delivery of language, "You are a lion, Mr. David. We must all be lions. And those who can see, let us send out a message to all of those who can see worldwide. This is a time to unleash the lion within, and together let it roar! One human family, one heart, one goal. Freedom! To all those across the world, this is our time. We came to do this, and we will not fail. This is our time, people who can see. Let's grasp it!